Loud.com exclusive.
About the mixtapes, like we not doing like you could say New York style or the traditional mixtape. Like our mixtapes is like on a different level now. It's really like mixtape albums. Like seriously, they really like albums. Like another rapper or other rappers who couldn't make a whole bunch of gang of songs, they wouldn't even want to release it. They would try to save it for their album. So these mixtapes that you get now, like Blood of a Gangster, Secret Indictment, The Oracle 2, they filled with songs, not a whole bunch of gang of freestyles, real songs, real hooks. You know what I mean? So
Right.
we just trying to do something different. This is not like 17 freestyles like Big Homie said, like aimlessly. This is truly directed as to hit the streets and maybe even hit mainstream, like big records. There's big records on these mixtapes. I just wanted to be clear that Black Hand, we making mixtape albums, and when y'all get it, y'all gonna know what it is.
No doubt. And that kind of goes back to what Chaz was saying as far as like the climate of the game is changing. And the reason why I got in contact with you is I saw you speaking at Dynamic Producer. Tell me a little bit more about how you've had. Well, let's rewind. How you've seen kind of things change across your career, and then what you can kind of bring to these types of conventions and things like that.
A big way the game changed is the way the system in general puts out the music or release the music. They only push the single and then release the album. There's no more artist development. They don't push the artist. They don't push the brand. They like fuck it, push the record, download it, ringtone it, make our bread. We throw the album out there. And I think the actual meat and potatoes, the artist, doesn't matter. And to me, a single is more like a vehicle to brand an artist. It's never about the record to me. I think it's always about the artist. Once you believe in that brand, it don't matter what the fuck offshoot he puts out. That's just like a symptom. It's not the problem. You understand what I'm saying? So if you believe, it's kind of like a Jay-Z. People will buy a Jay-Z record without a single. He can say, I got an album in stores now. They gonna buy it because they believe in the brand. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of believe in that type of shit. And that, to me, that's the old way music was promoted, with street teams and dudes going on the street and being tangible, shaking hands with the people and getting out there, making sure that they feel their presence, they feel their vibe, they feel their energy. Right. It wasn't just throw the record out, download the shit, and now the album comes. You know what I'm saying? So we really on the old school shit in terms of how to promote music, promote our brand, and promote ourselves. That's the first thing, the change I noticed, and that shit kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Well, I think that a lot of that came about with how they were putting out records and in the beginning, early on, like you would hear a single. I mean, it kind of went into that. You would hear a single, and then when you went and got the album, it wasn't nothing about what the single was about. And I think that kind of got to where people were doing records not about what they were about, but about what would play at radio. You know what I'm saying? So
especially now,
you would hear something at radio and you like that record, but when you go get the album, it didn't represent the artist. So we kind of working on like building, back consumer confidence in what we do. You know what I'm saying, and who we are. So that again, when they hear that single, they know what kind of music we make, and know when they go to the store, they're gonna get what they came for.
Right. And you've been in the game for a while, right, Chaz? Yeah. Since like '89, right?
Yeah, I've been in for a while. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, like I remember you used to manage 50 Cent? Is that?
Yeah, I used to co-manage 50. In the beginning before the shooting and all that. When, How to Rob during the How to Rob era.
Okay.
I managed Foxy Brown for a brief stint. But I've been with Black Hand all along, starting out in the promotion business and working my way up to an independent label.
Right. Yeah, because people definitely want to know, the background and everything.
We did this record a while ago called Black Gangster. I don't know if you remember that because it was out in '99 actually.
Okay.
But on that record, I had Ja Rule, Jay-Z, DMX, 50 Cent, and Donnell Jones, and a few other artists that were, they all became Mac Dre, from the West Coast. But most of the other artists I first named all later became platinum artists. You know what I mean? And that's probably the only record you ever find that you'll find 50 Cent on and Ja Rule on that they knew they were getting on at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a little bit of history there. And so that basically that and the other part is that prior to me coming into the music business, I did a lot of time in prison. You know what I mean? I served 15 years in the federal penitentiary, and actually did a segment on me on BET American Gangster. You can go there if they want to check it. I guess iTunes. They got it all over iTunes, YouTube. Chad
Okay.
Williams,
YouTube.
American Gangster. You see, and they talk about the music and my past and what I'm doing now.
Okay. Very good.
Also, you could also check for the American Gangster thing, as well as all our videos, interviews, and shit like that on a new site I put up called graphonline.com. So that's GRAFH online. You spell that.com. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go there, check it out. We got Chaz movie, all our videos and such, in a box to the left called Black Hand TV. Then on the left side, we got all our mixtapes up there for free downloads. Underneath that is a box with interviews and such too. It's a blog spot. You go there and type your life away. See whatever the fuck.
Oh, nice. All right.
Now, I don't know how fast interviews going up, but if you go there tomorrow and shit is missing, come on, web niggas fucking up. You know what I'm talking about? So, but still keep going, keep logging on,
Yeah.
though, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? It's going down. So,
All right.
that's
No
what
doubt,
it
you got to be technologically savvy
is.
these
Oh, yeah,
days
man.
to make it
It's
happen.
age, man. You know what I'm talking about?